My name is Yolanda Doub. I'm in my 8th year here at Fresno State. I teach Latin American literature and culture in the Department of Modern and Classical Languages and Literatures. Some of the classes I teach are Mexican culture, Hispanic culture, Introduction to Literary Analysis, and at the master's level, I teach a class on the boom of the Latin American novel. I teach major Hispanic novelists, and one of my favorite classes, the Bildungsroman, which deals with coming-of-age stories. I am the coordinator for the master's program in Spanish, which is a lot of work, and it's really fun too. Getting to know our graduate students and work closely with them it's a privilege. I'm also the co-advisor for a Latina sorority on campus, Alpha Pi Sigma, and I'm very proud of the ladies. They do fantastic work, a lot of work in the community. One of the things that has come up in the last couple years is my chair took some pictures of orchids that I had entered in the Big Fresno Fair, and I won several ribbons. I'm an avid orchidist. I've got a greenhouse now that I set up a few years ago, and I probably have about 150 orchids. I've been very active in the local orchid society ever since I moved to town. With the Orchid Society, we went on a native orchid hike a few years ago. There's a lot of stuff we do in the group. On the native orchid hike, we went way up to Edison Lake and to Florence Lake and found quite a few orchids growing and blooming. One of the first questions my students ask me when I get into the classroom within like 15 minutes is, so why are you teaching Spanish? And that gives me the opportunity to talk about my family. My grandmother is Salvadoran, and I'm named after her actually. So I have a great opportunity to connect with some of the students who are Salvadoran actually, as well as the other students, because I grew up in a bilingual household. Even though I don't look like what someone might consider Latina, it's part of my identity. It's a huge part of why I chose to be a professor of Latin American literature. It's part of why I study and analyze the works that I do that focus on identity and finding one's identity, oftentimes in a mixed cultural background. So it's a big part of who I am and how I ended up here at Fresno State.